Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm back for the hashtag 50 Sack Challenge 3. I almost said 2, 3. So this challenge is a prompt assignment challenge. Each week I draw 2 prompts out of the bag, and then you just use each prompt on one piece of ephemera, or you can use it in a collage or whatever art thing that you do. There's no rules. There's no particular size it has to be. There's no specific back. Like the first 50 stack challenge I did on guest checks, it's not like that. So you can just use whatever you have, want to use, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to draw. And what are we on? I don't even know what we're on. Hold on just a minute. Okay, so sorry about that. My guests just left. Wonderful, wonderful guests. My best friend and her daughter and baby. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. So I'm a little discombobulated because I haven't done a video in a few days. So, okay, we're on 9. So number 9 is cold. So you can interpret cold however you want. I know we just did snowflakes last week. That happens to me every time I do this challenge. I end up drawing similar things either together or a week apart or whatever. I have no answers. It's just the way it works out. So number 9 is cold. You can use snowflakes again, snow, anything cold. You can do a cold drink. If you're doing like summer ephemera or something else, you can do that. So whatever you feel like doing. Or you can do it somehow Christmassy, like, you know, a sled that's Christmassy in the snow or whatever. Okay. And so number 10 is gift. And again, you can interpret that in any way that you want. You can do it as like Christmas presents wrapped under the tree, or you can do gift as in like, I feel like my kids are my greatest gift. So like however you want to interpret it, it doesn't make any difference to me. This is meant to be fun. Okay, so there's not a lot of rules. All right, so number 9 is cold. Number 10 is gift, and I will be right back. All righty, I am back. And so for cold, I'm going to use this photograph. It's actually a photocopy of an old photograph. This is my dad and his sister, and I think this might be a cousin, but I don't really know. Not that it matters, just saying. They are clearly in a very large pile of snow in front of the post office. But I consider that pretty cold. So I have that and some snowflakes that we're going to put it on, and a little January stamp. So not Christmas, January. So there's that, and it's going to go on a guest check that I've just coffee dyed and splattered some, what's this stuff called? Gesso. This just basic acrylic gesso with some water and a paintbrush just to get it thin enough to splatter. I did it while it was, the coffee was wet, so you get that kind of blooming a little bit. So I like that. I'm going to put this paper on the back of this because it clearly has that. That's graphic 45 paper. And then for gift, I have this photograph of that's me with my gift from Santa. That's my sister. She has a stocking. And I don't know who this person is, but we're going to kind of put this image of Santa over that. So we're going to get started. We're going to do 2 different kinds of ephemera. This one goes with this. So it should be fun. I'm sure it's things that you may have seen before, or I may even have done. I know one I've done for sure, but so what are we doing first? Cold is 9, so we'll do that one first. So let's get this backed with some coffee dye so that I can, you know, you can write here if you cover this up. If you don't care about covering it, you don't have to. Like if you had double-sided paper that you wanted the design to show, then obviously you don't have to cover it, but I want to cover it. I'm sorry, I have stuff all in the way here. My watercolor set was opened up, so I didn't have any room. All right, I think I got it now. So how are you guys all doing? I hope you're fantastic. I had a lovely, lovely visit with my best friend of all times. We've known each other since we were 6, so we went all through school together and all that, so quite close. And she's the kind of person, when I don't see her for a long time, we can just pick right up where we you know, kind of like left off. I'm going to use this side with the doily mark, and this is from my friend Dee Dee Farrago. She gifted me this paper, so thank you so much, Dee Dee. I do some very simple dyeing of coffee, or of paper with coffee, but I don't do any of these fancy designs. I don't have any of those plastic doilies that work real well, and I just can never seem to get the print. So anywho, I didn't do this paper, if you are wondering. Alright, I need to cut this. But yeah, she does a great job with that paper. And I don't know if she sells it. She does have an Etsy shop, but I'm sure if you contacted her, she might make you up some if she doesn't. Because she's a sweetheart. Alright, so I want this to be, this one is going to be a flip. So it'll flip, so maybe we want it this one. A flip. So we're going to fold over this probably about a ½ inch. So I need my scoreboard. Hold on just a minute. I think it's downstairs. Yep. Sorry about that. You'd think one of these days I would manage to get all this stuff together, but I don't know when that will be. I'm going to put this on 6 and go to the ½ inch. Just because that's kind of where I could have started it over here too. It doesn't matter where. Just a ½ inch score is all you need. When you get doing this stuff all the time, you just plunk whatever it is down on your scoreboard and score. Or at least that's the way I do it. And then we're going to just have it like so that when you want, you can open it right on this side, right on this side. Have a fun little decoration on the front. Pop it in and out of a pocket very easily. And yes, there is a little gap. It's fine if you don't want that. Make sure you measure it perfectly. All right, so we're going to ink around that. This paper is a lot thicker than the guest check, but it'll help stabilize it when you're putting it in and out of the pocket, so that'll work fine. So yeah, hope you guys are doing good. We're pretty toasty roasty here, but it's been a little humid, but compared to a lot of places, we don't really have a whole lot of humidity. My friends, they're from Nevada, and they were like, oh, it's humid here. Like, yeah, it does feel that way sometimes compared to where you guys are, but it's really not. I'm going to go just barely over the perforation line here of the guest check, just so that, you know, it kind of helps hold that perforation together. And you can even put like another little piece over it. Oh, I'm having so much trouble getting that in that fold more. I think it's the whole coffee dyed thing. It's kind of wobbly. So yeah, this is, I don't know what year this is. Probably, I'm gonna guess, judging by my dad, probably 51, 52, somewhere around there. Oh, and I was going to show you guys, if you don't know this trick, these little postage type stamps that come with paper packs, you know, you cut them out of the paper, and then they have all those little things. If you take a hole punch, a small one, you kind of need different sizes, but you just punch, and this one's not perfect, but it'll at least give me those little perforations in the side, because cutting all those out is just a big huge nightmare. So that's how I do it. I just run my little puncher along, and if you want bigger punches, you know, you just change the size, or smaller or whatever. Change the size of the punch if you got it. If not, you can kind of wing it and make it work. So I want to thank you guys for all of your wonderful, lovely, awesome comments. I really do appreciate all of you, and lots of you gave input, and I will do my best to try to, you know, do things that you guys wanted to see or whatever. So thank you for doing that. I really, I mean, I'm not kidding. I appreciate it so much, because you know, it's good to hear your guys' feedback. It's hard to know what people want to see or whatever if you don't ever ask them about it. And if you do like my videos, I would love if you would like and subscribe. Someone also mentioned why I don't have the thanks or thank you little button, so you can kind of like leave a tip if you can and would like to. And I didn't even know about that one. I knew about some of the other ones, but a lot of the other things that YouTube offers seem to work better if you are a, what do you call it? Like if you do live videos, and I don't do live videos because I can't ever keep track of comments and do all this stuff at the same time. I'm just not that coordinated. But anyways, I do have the thanks button now, so thank you. I can't remember who said that, and I apologize. I was going to look that up before I started the video, and I forgot. So thank you for that. That was very nice of you. And I do appreciate you guys, however you can support. But if you don't want to do the tipping thing, no worries. Just if you can help by liking and subscribing and those type of things also help my channel. So I don't want anybody feeling pressures or obligations. I just love what I do and want to keep doing it. That's all. But I understand. We're all in this crazy life together here. Alright, I'm going to put this on, and then I have another little strip I almost forgot. I have to scoot it up just a bit. So these are just real simple pieces of ephemera, and that's, you know, you don't have to do major complicated things. I mean, you can, of course, make things as elaborate as you like, but you can also just make them simple. And I'm just going to do this. I like how it has hats and boots and skis. There's skis right there. They must have been kind of, what do you call that? Cross-country skiing, which is easiest when it's like that out. That was a big snowstorm. There's other pictures I have from that snowstorm, and it was just piled up everywhere, like huge mounds like that. Which, for a lot of people, that happened this year in Tahoe and other places. Just gonna put that there. I like that little postage stamp. So these, like I said, don't just have to be for Christmas. You can make it real Christmassy or not Christmassy at all. I need a paper towel. Thought I had one. All right. So just like that, you got a super simple, fun little piece to pop in and out of a pocket, or you could glue it down onto the your journal page. And there is cold. It looks cold. It's even kind of sleeting on them in that photo. Okay. So for this one, I'm going to do it a little bit different. This is just from a scrapbook paper pack, and I'm going to kind of put it on there and turn it into a pocket. So I didn't need all this extra at first. I was going to fold them both over, and then I decided I wanted to do it as a pocket instead. So I'm going to go ahead and trim part of that off because I don't need all that. And I'm not going to worry about gusting this pocket. It's just going to have a little, this is from my Woodland Santa digital, so it's just going to be a little writing spot out of, this is Southworth ivory paper, so it's not super thick is what I'm trying to say. So I think it'll be just fine without gusseting the pocket. So those are 3.5 wide. So that's what we'll do. 3.5. Which side do I want to cut? Doesn't really matter. There we go. So that's the fun thing about these guest checks. You can do so many different things. Don't feel like, you know, you can just decorate the front and that's all there is to it. You can also put paper, like if you have plain paper or whatever, on the back and turn the front into a pocket. So yeah, I've done all kinds on my first 50 stack challenge, and if you want to watch that, I do have a playlist for each of the challenges so that you can go check it out. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. And welcome back to all the lovely subscribers who have followed me for a while. How did I make that short? I measured it. I measured it. I'm gonna cut just a sliver off. Oops. But yeah, you guys had great input. I'm so happy. Oh my goodness, I probably just ruined it. It's the only thing about cutters. You know, there's always something weird. Where's my... I probably should do what Carol Laws does and just use a blade and a knife, but I'm not nearly as talented at that as she is. Okay, that'll work. So we're just gonna put the glue on 3 sides. Very simple. You could make it gusseted if you wanted with just by folding in like a 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch or however you want on all 3 sides. But this also works fine if you're not doing a super thick thing. And I do want to go over that perforated line a little, just so that little bottom part doesn't fall off at any point of the guest check. Which you might not know if you guys, I know a lot of you can't get guest checks where you're at, but anyhow, they have that perforation line so that this little ticket can come off. And I like them to stay on because they haven't that number, and I like the way they look. So that's why I don't just take them off in the first place. But got a little bit of old children's book page here with the big old print. That's going to go on. So yeah, these would be great mass make type pockets because you could just, you know, say do a whole stack of guest checks, coffee dyed. If you like them coffee dyed, they don't have to be coffee dyed. And then just make a whole bunch of little pockets and not decorate the front, and then just decorate them when you're ready. So it's fun, simple. I stink at mass making. My attention span is that of a gnat, I'm pretty sure. So, like, I struggle with any mass makes because I can't pay attention long enough. And this little Santa image I got from Tailor Made Journals. So you can find her. She has lots of neat scrap, like German scrap and images, old images to use, especially for Christmas. Oh, you know what? I didn't do that very good, did I? Is it going to come out? Probably not. I forgot about trying to cover this young gent. So I'm going to go ahead and put them together right now. And then maybe I'll get it on there right. Maybe. We're going to say maybe. Okay. My sister. She's the sweetest ever. Get rid of my extra glue over here. And these little smudgy erasers you can get from Amazon, or sometimes you can find them at the Dollar Trees or Dollar Store, whatever your dollar store is called, in the art section. I just rubbed off a whole bunch of color from that photocopy. If you put the picture, or if you put the image on right the first time, you don't have this problem at all. But I do quite frequently. Okay, worked good. I'll just put a little inky dinky here and hope that that's okay. Just gonna add to the aged appeal of it. We can even wrinkle it a bit. Okay, so there's that. And then this I'm not going to do a whole lot to, because I kind of just like it. I don't want to cover up the images, and then the inside I want it to be so you can write on it. So don't do much to that except pop it into the pocket. But you could make a real fancy journaling card to go in there. I'm liking keeping these projects a little bit short and sweet, because I just think that makes it more accessible to everyone. I'm going to make it a little shorter so it can fit in the pocket. So yeah, my friend's grandson is just adorable, and he's got a wonderful mama, and oh my gosh, so sweet. He's just over a year old, like 16 months or so, I think. Oh, Jiminy. I didn't do very good on that, guys. But yeah, he's so sweet. Just a sweet, sweet boy. And happy baby. And go, go, go. We had so much fun playing with them yesterday. They were chasing him and stuff, playing peekaboo. He thought that was great stuff to have all of us doing that. Okay, so there's that. We have cold with our fun little writing spot. Lots of space and grungy goodness. And then for this one, we just have a pocket. And in the pocket is our little writing spot. And the other thing is, if you pop this into a pocket, because it's pretty thin, you can write on the back as well. So that's the advantage of those. And this one you can write on the back too. But I think this one I would probably glue down either completely, or maybe you could even turn it into another tuck spot if you wanted to over here, and tuck something in there on your journal page. So I hope you guys enjoyed those, and I will see you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.